I was just sitting here and I was just like, I have a lot of conversations with people. And before we start, I want to shout out the people I have spoke to, that took the opportunity to click the link in the bio and set up a call. You guys are awesome. You man, y'all definitely been inspiring me through your journeys and the things that you've been through, and still striving to for further, further education on fasting on top of the things that you already know. And it just warmed my heart just to hear people talk about fasting and connecting it to God, and having all their own testimonies and doing things that I haven't even done, and I'm a geek when it comes to this stuff, man. So I just want to shout out to you guys and thank you for being part of this, because you're spreading the love and the wisdom and the experience to people, even if you don't say anything, just your actions towards fasting. Because again, it's all about being your own superhero, and how you become a superhero is to be doing things opposite to the norm, and fasting is definitely one of those things that's opposite, is the opposite to the norm. Because again, and stop me if you heard this before, is just that we in a society that everybody wants more everything, and so much we get so caught up in this more, that we don't even realize that we being damaged mentally, physically, and most definitely spiritually. It definitely disconnect us from the Lord and stuff. And I just want to thank those conversations because it's blessing me. It's not that I feel like I'm by myself, because I watch other people's videos too on this stuff, but sometimes you just be like, you know what I mean, like, you by yourself doing this stuff, man. Nah, you guys are awesome, and I'm grateful for y'all. And anybody else, click the link in the bio and it's a free call, and let's have a conversation on fasting and what's your experience, or if you even need help with fasting. And you need a guide, you need a coach, you need a accountability partner. Click the link in the bio. Let's get into a conversation and let's go over some things, and that's it, really, man. It's continue to inspire one another and stuff like that. So, but even saying that, it's a couple of things that's on my heart, and I want to express in this video. And it's like 3 things that people do. It's mistakes, I would say. And mistakes is not mistakes. Mistakes is learning tools, but they happen for reasons. And the number one thing is, people, when it comes to fasting, it's our mental is always on the food part, and it's so much further, so much, it's galaxies away from weight loss, even though that majority of us are fasting for that, and you should, but it's so much more than about food. And I think that, because of that, people have broke their fast the wrong way, and sometimes we take hits. And don't even get me into the conversation on, because we know we could go fast and lose that weight again, it's still the wrong message. It's still the wrong, even not even to people, to ourselves. Fasting, when you break your fast, it's not about going out there so you can eat everything. It's truly about reversing what have caused us to be in obesity, to cause us to be overweight and fat in the first place. I hate the word fat. And I don't hate nothing, but I hate what society have done with that word. If you see somebody that's overweight, they just like, oh, they fat, or they, like, anyway. Let me stick to the story, to the video. So it's like when you break your fast, you want to make sure that you put in the things that your body could use, because you have been going without food for a long period of time, and it's time to refuel with the right foods, with the right meats, with the right fruit, with the right carbohydrates, and so we can continue to lose weight as well, but also continue on to being the best version of ourselves, man. But it's a mental thing. Like, we go into this and we go out and we think about the wrong types of foods. And not that you can't have these things, because fasting also teaches you balance. So when you have certain types of food that you like, you have an understanding that, yes, I can eat this, but I can't stay here long, because this is the main culprit of why I'm overweight in the first place. You feel what I'm saying? So people break their fasts wrong. We break our fasts, most of us break our fasts with the whole idea to go out there and eat crap. For every reason, it's like this thing that eating crap it's just essential. It's this, oh, I deserve. No, man, we don't need to eat that way. Like, I tell people all the time, is like, I never see somebody stressed eat healthy. I never seen nobody stressed out over the world stuff, like, I'm about to go eat a salad. I'm stressed out, I need a salad. No, they go to these things that it's like a trap. You're feeling away, so you want a comfort. So you go get a comfort food, which is just sugar. Nobody comforts to any type of meat, and you do that, and it's like you do that, and then you go into, once you come out of whatever that, you go into a whole nother thing, because now you're walking on a scale and you see that you overweight, and that put you in another stoop. Anyway, let's learn to break our fast properly. Don't allow, because you fast for 96 hours, 72 or 12 days or whatever, they give us license to go out and eat terrible. The second thing is, honestly, and this is more of a hit and miss, but I think that we should work out fasted, and obviously do it properly. Like, when you're fasting and you're going to work out, pay attention to your body. Make sure you have the things that you need. You have your salt water on deck, you know what I'm saying, and you have you're paying attention to what's happening, and making sure you're focused, because in this moment you're paying attention to your body. The reason is that we have to be able to fast and still be able to deal with the pressure of the world. And one of the best ways to do that is to go train. When you're weight training, it's a pressure, it's an energy thing, it's vibration. You're lifting up the weights and you're pushing, or you're pulling. You know what I'm saying? And it's vibration. It's these flaws. This vibration is energy going back and forth, and you have to understand how much your body could intake. And more you do, the better you get. If you're a beginner at it, I tell you, go in there and pick the lightest weights you can, and just work to it. Just work to it until you're still able to go in there and lift. I still able to lift up to 315 or more, or whatever. The numbers don't matter. It's just progressive overload, even in a faster state, and you become stronger in that state, because it allows you to be the superhero or be strong outside, because there's so much noise, there's so much pressure, there's so much stuff going on outside. I was on TikTok, and this lady said, I broke my fast. She said, I broke my fast because I was at work and I was stressed out. I couldn't. And I answered her, and I said, I think weight training is one of those. Well, I didn't say this to her. I gave her a different answer to the question she was asking, but it's one of the benefits of working out in the faster state. You know what I mean? I call it good stress. It's a such thing. You know, it's a such thing as good stress. You know what I mean? So, not to go too long into it, but once you get the bulk of working out, even on the days that you're fasting, it give you the opportunity to win a little bit better outside. You know, out here. And this is the last one, and it might be the big one. When we break our fast, we're not eating enough because weight loss is still on our mind. When you break your fast, you have to feast the right way, but give yourself enough fuel to be able, like, give yourself enough fuel so you, if you're a faster, if you're someone like myself that break their fast and you continue on to another 48-hour fast or more, you have to fuel properly. Because I could give you an example. I could be a certain weight and I could fuel properly. I could probably eat up to 3,000 or more calories. I probably gain on the scale, if we want to talk about weight loss, if we're there, we stuck there, right? You want to be able to feast enough because you know you're about to go another couple of days without eating. So on the scale, yeah, it might say you gain 3, 4, 5, 6 pounds, but that doesn't mean that's fat. Because that same 4, 5, 6 pounds on my next day fasting, when I get up the next day from that, so I weigh this much. The next day on the scale, I weigh like 4 or 5 extra pounds, right? The day after that, because I've been training and moving around, I could lose 3, 4, 5 pounds just in that one day. You see what I'm saying? So it's not really real. It's not real weight. It's just that because you gave yourself energy, your body is now utilizing that energy. It's called good gas. Could be our vehicles, right? So when you fuel back, don't freak out because the scale went up. It's not about the scale, man. I mean, it is, but it's really not. So you want to be able to still fuel properly, because people are eating still like chickmunks and they go into these fasts and you lose a lot of weight, but that's, you don't want to, you want to fuel back up like that. That's why it's important to eat the right food. Like my percentages is 95-5. 95% of the time I eat the things that I need to eat to put back into this temple. And then I got that 5% that I go off and just eat stuff that I shouldn't probably eat, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's my balance. You know what I'm saying? It used to be 80%, 20% or whatever. I had so many different percentages, but in my life now is 95-5. You know what I'm saying? So do that. Make sure you fuel properly. Make sure you eat enough and not be threatened by the scale all the time. So that means that when you fuel back up, you need to use that energy, because you're a vehicle, to go do something that's going to be productive to make your life better. You feel what I'm saying? So guys, I ain't gonna keep you long, but I love you guys. I truly, truly do. Thank you guys for the conversation. Again, click the link in the bio for those that want to have these type of conversations. I love them. And if you need coaching, if you're new to this, whatever, that's available as well. So guys, I love you. God bless you. And I'll see you in the next video.